What is quality score in Google Ads?
A diagnostic tool measuring ad quality compared to other advertisers. It is based on expected click-through rate, CTR, ad relevance, landing page experience.
What is the structural hierarchy of a Google Ads account?
Account, campaign, ad group, keywords and ads.
What is a contact in HubSpot?
An individual who has interacted with your business. It is the central record storing information like email, name, and activity history.
What is a HubSpot lifecycle stage?
A property categorizing contacts based on their position in the marketing/sales funnel, e.g., subscriber, lead, MQL, SEWL, opportunity, customer.
What is the primary benefit of connecting Google Ads to HubSpot?
It bridges the gap between ad spend and actual revenue, allowing you to see which ads generate qualified leads and customers, ROI, rather than just clicks.
What is auto-tagging and why is it required for HubSpot integration?
A Google Ads feature that automatically appends the CLID, Google Click ID, parameter to landing page URLs. HubSpot uses this ID to attribute the specific ad click to a created contact.
How do optimization events work in the HubSpot Google Ads integration?
HubSpot sends offline conversion data, like a lead becoming a customer or a deal being won, back to Google Ads. This allows Google's smart bidding to optimize for high-value outcomes instead of just form fills.
What are enhanced conversions in Google Ads?
A feature that improves conversion accuracy by sending hashed first-party data, like email addresses, from your website or CRM to Google to match against signed in Google accounts.
How does HubSpot support Google enhanced conversions for leads?
When HubSpot syncs a conversion event, like a lifecycle stage change, to Google Ads, it includes the hashed email address and phone number of the contact to improve the match rate, even without cookies.
What hashing algorithm is used for enhanced conversions?
SHA-256, Secure Hash Algorithm 256-bit.
Why are enhanced conversions necessary in a cookieless world?
They recover lost conversions due to browser restrictions, ITP/ETP, and cross-device behavior by using persistent first-party user data instead of fragile third-party cookies.
What must be enabled in HubSpot for ad tracking to associate contacts with ads?
The HubSpot tracking code must be installed on the website, and auto-tagging must be enabled in the connected Google Ads account.
What is the difference between enhanced conversions for web and enhanced conversions for leads?
For web, sends hashed data at the moment of conversion on the website, via GTM or tag. For leads, uploads hashed data later when a lead progresses in the CRM, offline conversion import.
What is the HubSpot cookie?
A cookie placed by the HubSpot tracking code that tracks a visitor's identity and activity across sessions. It associates ad clicks with subsequent form submissions.
What is the purpose of the tracking template in Google Ads when integrating with HubSpot?
It defines URL parameters, like UTMs, that are automatically appended to landing page URLs so HubSpot can categorize traffic source as paid search.
What is customer match in Google Ads?
A feature that lets you upload lists of contact information, emails, phones, to target or exclude specific users in ad campaigns. It is different from enhanced conversions, measurement versus targeting.
How does value-based bidding work with HubSpot and Google Ads?
HubSpot sends the actual deal amount to Google Ads when a deal is closed. Google uses this value to optimize bidding for higher-value customers, ROAS.
What are the three main match types for Google Ads keywords?
Broad match, matches variations/related topics, phrase match, matches phrase meaning, and exact match, matches same meaning/intent.
What is the prerequisite for syncing deal stages from HubSpot to Google Ads?
You must first map the HubSpot deal stage to a Google Ads conversion action in the HubSpot Ads settings.
Why might a contact created via a Google ad not be attributed to paid search in HubSpot?
Common reasons: user declined cookie consent. Ad blocker prevented script execution. User cleared cookies between click and conversion. Auto tagging is disabled.
What is a smart bidding strategy?
An automated bidding strategy in Google Ads that uses machine learning to optimize for conversions, e.g., target CPA, target ROAS, maximize conversions.
What is the difference between offline conversion import, OCI, and enhanced conversions for leads?
OCI relies heavily on the GCL ID, Google Click ID, to match conversions. Enhanced conversions for leads can use GCL ID plus hashed first-party data, email/phone, for better matching rates.
Does HubSpot retrospective matching work for Google Ads integration?
Yes, if a visitor has the HubSpot cookie from a past ad click and identifies themselves later, e.g., fills a form, HubSpot can attribute the original ad click to the new contact.
What is the limit of the CLID lifespan for attributing offline conversions in Google Ads?
90 days. Conversions uploaded more than 90 days after the click will not be recorded.
What role does consent mode play in Google Ads tracking?
It adjusts how Google tags behave based on the user's consent status, e.g., for analytics or ad storage, allowing for conversion modeling even when consent is denied.
What is the data-driven attribution (DDA) model in Google Ads?
A model that uses historical data to calculate the actual contribution of each ad interaction across the conversion path, rather than assigning all credit to the last click.
What is the original source property in HubSpot for a Google Ads lead?
It is typically set to paid search.
What are negative keywords?
Keywords that prevent your ad from being triggered by a certain word or phrase. They are essential for filtering out irrelevant traffic and improving ROI.
What is the difference between a primary and secondary conversion action in Google Ads?
Primary, used for bidding optimization and reporting. Secondary, used for observation and reporting only, does not influence bidding.
How does Google Tag Manager, GTM, help with enhanced conversions?
GTM allows you to configure a variable to capture the hashed user data, email/phone, from your website's data layer and pass it to the Google Ads tag without hard-coding scripts.
What is a look-back window in Google Ads?
The period of time after an ad interaction, click or view, during which a conversion is recorded. The default for clicks is usually 30 days but can be adjusted.
What does the Google Ads optimization score measure?
An estimate from 0% to 100% of how well your Google Ads account is set up to perform. Recommendations may include budget changes, keywords, or repairs.
What is audience sync in the HubSpot Google Ads integration?
The ability to automatically sync HubSpot contact lists, e.g., all customers or leads greater than 30 days, to Google Ads as customer match lists for retargeting or exclusion.
How can you debug if enhanced conversions are working?
Use Google Tag Assistant on your website to verify that the enhanced conversion variable is being populated and sent correctly to Google Ads.
What is lead status in HubSpot versus lifecycle stage?
Lifecycle stage is high-level, e.g., MQL, SQL. Lead status is granular and sales-specific, e.g., new, in progress, open deal, unqualified, to track the detailed status within a lifecycle stage.
What is the interaction rate in Google Ads?
The number of interactions, clicks for search ads, views for video ads, divided by the number of times your ad is shown, impressions.
What are ad assets, formerly ad extensions?
Additional pieces of information added to your ad, such as phone numbers, links to specific pages, site links, or callouts, which generally improve visibility and CTR.
What is impression share?
the percentage of impressions your ads receive compared to the total number of impressions your ads were eligible to receive. It helps diagnose if you are missing traffic due to budget or ad rank.
What is the difference between a deal and a ticket in HubSpot?
Deal represents a revenue opportunity in the sales pipeline. Ticket represents a customer service request or issue to be resolved.
How does multi-currency work in HubSpot Google Ads integration?
HubSpot sends the deal value in the portal's company currency. If Google Ads uses a different currency, Google will convert it using its daily exchange rate, or you can manage currency conversion in the tracking settings.
What is a conversion action set in Google Ads?
A group of conversion actions that you can apply to specific campaigns to override the account-level default goals, e.g., a lead gen campaign optimizing only for submit lead form actions.
What is server-side tagging, SST?
A method of tracking where data is sent from your web server to Google's servers, rather than directly from the user's browser. This improves data control, security, and immunity to ad blockers.
What is the difference between Consent Mode v2 Basic and Advanced implementation?
Basic, tags are blocked completely until consent is granted. Advanced, tags load immediately but send ping, anonymized, data without cookies until consent is granted, allowing for better modeling.
What can you do with the HubSpot Ads tool besides tracking?
You can create and manage ad campaigns, build audiences, and view reporting directly within the HubSpot interface.
What are the three main UTM parameters used for tracking?
UTM_source, where traffic comes from, e.g., Google, UTM_medium, how it came, e.g., CPC, and UTM_campaign, specific promotion name.
What is a manager account, MCC, in Google Ads?
A master account that links multiple individual Google Ads accounts, allowing you to view performance and manage access from a single dashboard.
How can HubSpot Workflows, Enterprise, automate ad targeting?
Workflows can automatically add or remove contacts from specific static lists based on behavior or properties, which then sync to Google Ads as customer match audiences in real time.
What is the Google Click Identifier, GCLID?
A unique parameter appended to your URL when a user clicks your ad. It encrypts campaign and user details required for tracking and attribution.
What is Performance Max, PMax, in Google Ads?
A goal-based campaign type that allows advertisers to access all of their Google Ads inventory, YouTube, Display, Search, Discover, Gmail, and Maps from a single campaign.
What is the Google Ads API used for in the HubSpot integration?
It allows HubSpot to programmatically create audiences, retrieve ad performance data, and upload offline conversions without manual file exports.
What happens if you disconnect a Google Ads account from HubSpot?
Tracking stops immediately, and no new data is synced. Historical data usually remains in HubSpot, but audience syncs will fail.
What is a recommendation in Google Ads?
A suggestion automatically generated by Google's AI to improve campaign performance, such as adding new keywords, increasing budget, or fixing conflicting negative keywords.
What is the role of the user_ID parameter in Google Analytics/Ads tracking?
It helps track unique users across multiple devices and sessions by assigning a persistent ID when they log in, enabling cross-device attribution.
How does HubSpot's ads optimization events differ from standard conversion tracking?
Standard tracking counts web conversions. Ads optimization events sync CRM lifecycle changes, like becoming in SQL, to Google, training Google's AI to find users likely to progress deep in the funnel.
What is ad rank?
A value that determines your ad's position, or if it shows at all. It is calculated using your bid amount, auction time quality score, and the expected impact of ad assets.
What is the main advantage of using target ROAS, return on ad spend, bidding?
It automatically adjusts bids to maximize revenue based on a specific return target, e.g., getting $5 back for every $1 spent, ideal for e-commerce or value-based lead gen.
What is a static list versus active list in HubSpot for ad audiences?
Static, a fixed list of contacts that doesn't change unless manually edited. Active, automatically updates based on criteria, e.g., page view in last 7 days. Both can be synced to Google Ads.
What does the status learning mean for a Google Ads campaign?
The bid strategy is currently gathering performance data to optimize bids. Performance may fluctuate during this period, usually 7 days.
What is parallel tracking in Google Ads?
A technique that loads the landing page directly in the background while the tracking URL loads separately, improving page load speed and reducing lost visits.
What is the original source drill down one property in HubSpot?
It provides more specific details about the original source. For paid search, it typically shows the name of the ad campaign or the specific ad network.
What are video action campaigns?
YouTube campaigns designed to drive conversions, leads/sales, using call-to-action buttons and skippable in-stream video ads.
What are responsive search ads, RSA?
A flexible ad format where you provide multiple headlines and descriptions, and Google's machine learning automatically tests different combinations to show the best performer to each user.
How does ad strength differ from quality score?
Ad strength is a feedback mechanism during ad creation to help you provide diverse assets. Quality score is a performance metric calculated after the ad runs based on CTR, relevance, and landing page.
What is cross-account conversion tracking?
A feature that lets you share conversion actions across multiple Google Ads accounts via an MCC, useful for businesses with multiple accounts but a unified goal structure.
What triggers the contact create conversion event in HubSpot?
It triggers whenever a new contact is created in HubSpot, e.g., via form submission or chat, that can be attributed to a Google ad click.
Why might there be data discrepancies between HubSpot and Google Ads conversions?
Differences in attribution models, e.g., last click versus DDA, date of attribution, Google, click date, HubSpot, conversion date, and time zones can cause mismatched numbers.
What is the status of the broad match modifier, BMM, match type?
It is deprecated. Its behavior has been incorporated into phrase match and broad match.
What is the formula for click-through rate, CTR?
CTR equals clicks/impressions times 100.
What is the formula for conversion rate, CVR?
CVR equals conversions/clicks times 100.
What is cost per acquisition, CPA?
The average amount you pay for a conversion. CPA equals total cost/total conversions.
What is the HubSpot pixel?
It is simply the standard HubSpot tracking code script. There is no separate pixel specifically for ads, though the script handles ad attribution via cookies.
What is the Google Ads Editor?
A free downloadable application that lets you manage your Google Ads accounts offline, allowing for bulk changes, copy-pasting items, and working without internet before posting changes.
What is keyword insertion, DKI?
An advanced feature that dynamically updates your ad text to include the keyword that triggered the ad, making it more relevant to the user's search.
What information does Auction Insights provide?
It compares your performance with other advertisers participating in the same auctions, showing metrics like impression share, overlap rate, and outranking share.
How does landing page experience affect quality score?
Google evaluates your landing page based on load speed, mobile friendliness, ease of navigation, and relevance to the user's search intent.